This episode of the Slander podcast is brought to you by late night stir crazy tendencies, aka too much caffeine, nothing to do, and you suffer from living in a small town. But it's okay. You get through. You get by. You make do. But I just want to start tonight off by saying, you know, fuck your average life. Fuck your bullshit you're gonna do tomorrow. Just, shake it up, people. If you're just locked in and you're going in for the grind tomorrow and you're in the routine, remember to shake it up mentally once in a while. Don't get hooked on that too hard. It's a drug just like anything else. I'm just trying to encourage sporadic anarchist sort of behavior around me because I hate the conformity that I see. Yada yada yada. But as usual, I'm here with Brad. Yay, I'm not alone tonight.
What's up, motherfuckers? Glad to be on again. Hope you're not sick of my voice by now, but I'm enjoying the fuck out of this process. See my boy Cody flourish has been fun. We got tricks up our sleeves that we're not even allowed to talk about yet, which is awesome.
I gotta say on air that I owe Brad big. The article in the school paper that we did together, we worked on. I've been getting a lot of good compliments and people have been talking to me and getting interested, and it's cool. It's fucking cool, people.
My pleasure. I like to see my friends succeed. That's what I like to do in life. And when my friends do well, I do well. So it just, it sounds cliche, but everything we've been working on lately together has been one hand washes the other. And it's been a fucking, I swear to God, you started Slander, maybe 3 weeks ago or whatever it's been. It's new.
Something like that.
It's just in its fucking, birthing state. And within that period of time, even as somebody who I'd consider myself a veteran of, let's say the area business regionally, I'm just fucking, totally ecstatic about some of the opportunities that have come our way already. I mean, we can't, like I said, there's some stuff we don't want to talk about, but there's some really cool shit coming up. Let's face it. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I mean, publicly, I'll put it out there. I have submitted my information for Knicks.com locked in. Shit's getting real for me, people. I mean, oh my God. I better come up with something. I better put up a shut up because I'm going to be on stage in front of a bunch of fucking metalheads that are tripped out on a bunch of different fucking substances. I better have my fucking shit together.
They're going to love every fucking word of it.
But we really do. I don't know. We've got some interesting stuff coming up. And, we're not trying to hold out. I will say that I do have previewed positioning. All right, well, I can drop the one. I'm gonna do an interview with Todd Smith.
Fair enough.
It's gonna be a written interview. It's gonna be a written interview. A few questions. It's Dog Fashion Disco, nice. Polka Dot Cadaver. If you don't know who the fuck Todd Smith is, you're living underneath a rock.
Check it out.
You have no idea what's going on in music.
You'll be happy.
They're working on a new album. They got over 60,000 raised through Indiegogo to make another album. If they get to 75, they're going to make 2. But everybody's pumped to come back. Yeah. For them to come back, and they've been in. Todd and all those guys have been in the game forever.
And not only the game, but they've come to our area. When I say our area, I mean Elmira, Binghamton, Syracuse.
Yeah, we're seeing a professional level band for $10 we should be appreciative.
Yeah, and
when fucking Polka Dot closed in Watkins the last time I here, it was no offense to other bands. I love Ruination and stuff, great fucking bands. But when you watch them go on stage, it's oh, holy shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just the delivery is that you can tell they know what they've been doing it. You know,
they're veterans. There's no doubt, and it shows. And I think everybody in the room, musicians,
and I think it's awesome that my buddies, the people that I consider my buddies and my friends, get to play music and hang out, and we all get to hang out and have a night like that. So it's cool. And if I get to ask Todd a few questions, that's awesome. That's almost like getting to pick a Maynard's brain to me. Yeah. I mean, I really am interested to do that, and it's cool that he would show support or even take the time to talk to someone like me. I'm a fucking nobody. Mm-hmm. The guy's cool. That's the point.
Well, the coolest part about that part of the story is Todd and I go way back, and it's not just based on, some horse shit. DFD, King Snyder did a lot of fucking great shows together throughout the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And what that fostered was not just a connection, but a fucking friendship, and I consider Todd Smith one of my good buddies. And so, you know what I mean? It's really fucking cool that we have this opportunity for your thing to be taken off the way it is, and for Todd to agree to fucking talk to you about shit. And I mean, I think, folks, what we're saying is we're kind of hyped because we have some cool friends like Todd Smith and Dog Fashion Disco, Polka Dot Cadaver, the list goes on. You know, Neil Fallon, Clutch. We got some of these friends of ours. We're really looking forward to like this new fostering thing. Like our friends with Awesome Talk. I mean, who would have thought we would have fucking hooked up with one of the coolest bunch of people right off the bat, throwing this thing at the wall?
No, they're like, just in general, this whole. The minute I decided to actually act upon my desires, people like to actually pursue what I want to do. The minute I made that decision and turned the microphone on, I got instantaneous results. Like weird things started just fucking happening. Started talking to a lot of different people. Shit's picking up speed. All I did was like hit go. That's all I really did was like flip the switch. It's the weirdest thing. It's that easy. And like honestly, I'm just riding it. I'm not seeing any expectations or over talking it. I'm just taking everything as it comes to me, and it's fucking amazing right now because it's cool shit is coming.
Yep.
Cool shit. You guys don't even fucking know.
I wish I could blab. I want to blab so bad, but that's the fun part. We can't. And
it's gonna fucking cock tease you.
Yeah, we're not trying to tease you, but we are because we want you to be as excited about this shit as we are because it's fucking cool. And you know what? These are people that if you're a fan of Slander, you're probably a fan of the music. You're probably a fan of some of the people that we're gonna be talking to soon. And that's the best part of what this is doing for me personally is just my own individual. Being a part of Slander Podcast is broadened what horizons I already had to a whole new level now. And
this
eventually
fucking thing
you guys
will grow
know what's
into
up.
something. God damn it! If I gotta bleed for it, I'm not gonna mold this, but I'm gonna like definitely build this. If you stick around and keep listening to this shit, eventually I will have my own studio and all this stuff, and I'll have like video capabilities, kind of like the Rogan Podcast, but it'll be on iTunes and all that great shit, and I'll be on YouTube and. You know, the days of old of me having the fucking different memes with the color stuff from basic Windows Movie Maker will be like I'll look back on it and go, holy shit, I've come a long way.
So now would be once again a great time to thank the people who are currently listening to these podcasts, even if this is 10 years from now. If you're listening to either us back when, and it's the future, or you're currently listening within the time zone, the thing that Cody's talking about is you're gonna see this thing take wheels. I guarantee it, and it's already taking wheels. And the point is, what I think he's saying is, the transition is just, oh my god, the visions we talk about when the mic's not rolling, are really, really interesting, creative ideas that we have.
And things are leaning towards those thoughts.
They're outside the box. They're not. They're not like these ordinary thoughts. There's some pretty wild shit we've come up with that we want to try to push the boundaries of. Let's face it, the entertainment business. That's what we like. I mean, to put it, it's a loaded term. The entertainment business has a sleaziness to it, but it's.
I mean, like I'm having weird moments. Like,
I want to be entertained. And I like to entertain.
I went to chemistry class tonight, and my chemistry teacher is a highly intelligent man, and he talks a lot. And I got a feeling. Well, he said he's married to a sociologist and stuff, so I got a feeling he talks about big things. And he looked right at me, and he goes, "What do you want to be in life?" Like really inquisitive, like. Which made me feel good because I was like,
feeling,
I was like, wow, you're actually. He was like genuinely interested, and was showing it just because that column in the paper. A couple of my discussion responses for papers.
Big shout out to Christine Atkins again. Thank you for the opportunity. The English department. Thank you.
Exactly. Thank you.
Sorry to get you off track, Cody, but
hey, we kept your class entertaining. I don't want to hear.
We did, and Dr. Atkins, if you are listening,
Dr. Atkins, if you're hearing this,
awesome.
You're hearing this. Come on, most of that class was brain dead.
And you know what? If you got the balls, make a comment. Face it, we brought that class to life, whether you liked us or not.
Yeah.
We gave
better or worse.
We gave that class some color.
Yeah.
And you set us up for the fall.
But just between small comments in that chemistry class and my discussion responses and now that paper, that guy is like, what do you want to do with your life? And I was like, I want to be a comedian. The look on his face, he was so shocked.
Yeah.
He was like, what? And I was like, yeah, fuck it, man. It's like, I just want to talk about stuff. And then I went on to explain, I was like, I do a podcast, like internet talk radio, and just watching the look on like somebody, like a professor, well established, like this guy's like the official for like radiation and shit there.
Yeah.
This guy's highly intelligent. Kind of intimidated to talk to him actually because he's so quick. He's like
it puts those compliments at a certain standard.
Yeah.
Though. It really ups the standard of that compliment. You know, it takes it to another level.
Yeah. Well, I just
because of what they do.
Well, what I'm basically trying to emphasize, I just want to. make a career out of social commentary. Because, like I stated many times, I believe we need translators about certain ideas. And I'm not saying I know the answer, but what I'm saying is I might be able to toss the idea around enough where it might make enough sense or maybe take on a new fucking life for somebody. The interpretation of what I'm saying is so vast. The perspectives that could be taken while you're listening to the very words I'm speaking at this moment. The statistics are so fucking insane.
Yeah.
That, like, I know somewhere, somehow, somebody's going to hear it and go, yeah.
Yeah.
So, even if I'm 1 in a million, there's like 7,165 just like you. That's the thing I saw.
Yeah.
Which is funny. That's fucking awesome.
It is.
That means you're not alone, people.
Exactly. It should be reassuring to those who.
And maybe you shouldn't take shit so seriously and realize it's a little more cliche than you'd like to admit.
Yes. And that what you see before you is presented as quote unquote air quotes important. You kind of might be getting steered in the wrong kind of important. And when I say that, I say it with kind of loosely, but when I say the wrong kind of important is like, it's got to be important to you folks. It's not what's important to other fucking people.
Exactly.
It really comes down to what's important to you. And I know I'm always doing what did you just say, the Tony Robbins fucking.
Yeah, I was going to.
I sound like a goddamn inspirational speaker, and I understand that. But yo, man, it's because I give a fuck. I really do.
No, sometimes you gotta be your own fucking Tony Robbins. Sometimes you gotta whip yourself into
and you try to be it for your friends.
Sometimes you gotta whip yourself into a frenzy to get the fuck out of a situation.
Exactly.
And
pull up your bootstraps.
And honestly, like, as brazen as I've been about who I am lately, like, I'm being me. That's what I'm committed to. I'm gonna be me everywhere. That's what my goal is in life. Is like, I don't want to have to be a different guy.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't want to have to be a different guy in different areas of my life. I want to just be able to be myself all the time. That way, I'm happy. I'm just generally, I don't want to live a lie. I'm tired of wearing the mask.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that I have to be polite in some degree still because of where I am and stuff. But, I'm getting weird vibes and feedback from different people socially now when I'm being said way.
Right.
It's like I've come so far from being the dorky kid in high school to now I'm in college classes and I talk and I see people watch me and they seem interested in what the fuck I have to say, which is creepy because then you're like, I thought I was crazy.
Right.
And you're all looking at me like I make sense.
Right.
Which scares the shit out of me too. Because
yes.
I'm spewing it out there not knowing what it's going to do, but I feel the urge to spew it out there.
Right. Yeah.
I'm really self-indulgent.
Yeah, I understand that quality. Lord knows I have
I
to
see
try
windows.
with my might to shut my fucking trap most of the time because my mind is working at a rate faster than my mouth can keep up with half the time, So I understand completely, but the cool thing, again, not to harp on the college experience, but there is a place, as we've said, you can kind of get a little bit deeper with some people and get that conversation ball rolling where it's got some heat to it, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? And it feels like, like you said, having people look at you like you know what you're talking about or whatever.
This damn chip bag is so noisy.
Oh, those potato chip bags these days, they make so much noise. I tell you, it's crazy. They gotta start using better plastic. Anyway, fucking, thanks for fucking up my train of thought, dish bag.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it because I could have the headphones on and I could hear everything. So
no, it's cool, man.
I'm sorry, folks. We're unprofessional, but come on, people. That's what's appealing about us. We seem like people you can hang out with.
Yeah, I gave all my.
That's all the people I fucking
like
that are famous seem like. You know what I mean? I feel like I could have a beer and talk to Joe Rogan and he'd be cool.
Fuck yeah.
Like he wouldn't be a dick to me if I was just nice to him. If I was just like, hey man, big fan. What's up?
Yeah.
Have fun watching your show or whatever. He'd probably be like, yeah, what's up?
Yeah.
Same with like Doug Stanhope. I could see myself smoking a cigarette talking to Doug Stanhope, just be like, hey man, fucking thanks for doing what you do. You're fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he gets on the toilet and squirts one out just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Whether you're talking about his dick or his asshole, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing.
There's something intimate about those guys.
He's
though,
a guy. He's
about
just
these
like
comedians
else,
and podcasts that you watch, though, where you feel like you know these fucking people.
Right. Yeah.
Which is fucking cool, because like you're really imparting a sense of who you are.
Yeah. Well, not to harp back on Todd Smith again, but we were just talking about this while we were having some brunch earlier or whatever.
I am intimidated.
Todd is a friend of mine, but like even talking to him on the phone last night, I can tell my voice is getting shaky, and you know why I'm a little intimidated? Is because all these fucking...
Because he should be, people.
Yes, because I should be a little intimidated.
Because Todd Smith is crazy.
Todd Smith is fucking awesome crazy.
In a good way.
Wake up the computer, sweet.
I always
I know, and I shouldn't announce it, but whatever. But Todd Smith, you fucking awesome genius. You know I love you.
Brad wants to blow you.
Yeah, well, I think it goes both ways with me and Todd, so it's all right.
Listen,
but anyway,
I don't want to see it. Just leave a sock on the door.
Yeah, we'll hang something on the door.
I'll make sure I'm somewhere else.
When Todd starts calling me sugar tits, that's when you should probably leave us alone for a while. Anyway, I'm going to leave that at that because you know what? I don't want to get Todd in any trouble, and neither do I want myself. But anyway. We've had a lot of fun, and
it's a bromance.
The point of the whole story was, I paint to his music. I fucking do my chores to his music. Like this is house cleaning, blah blah blah, regular life stuff. Dog Passion Disco, Polka Dot Cadaver, Knives Out, motherfucking.
Yeah, I fanboy that stuff. It's fucking crazy.
But this guy's like my friend, but it's fucking crazy that he's so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like, I can't believe this.
I'm
dude
standing in Walker's Glen in a bar next to you, next to the Todd Smith, the guy I listen to. Like all the, I listen to Knives Out, Polka Dot Cadaver, all that stuff. Like it's really good shit, people. Like you understand? I'm putting it right up there.
Yeah, we're
like,
not just in my
like
bag.
Yeah, no, I'm putting that right in my like Tool, Marilyn Manson, Nine Inch Nails rotation.
Yes,
he's like the evolution of all that stuff.
You
like
just
it's
compared
awesome.
him to Maynard.
I hear so many fucking elements of all of it. It's like a carnival of madness from everything that was like all the weird shit of the '90s.
Well, Todd and I are similar, very, very, very. I'm not even gonna reveal, but we're too similar in age. Put it that way. And the cool thing about that is, like, I've had the privilege of watching him grow as not only a friend but as an artist over the last 10 to 15, 20 years or whatever it's been. And like today, earlier on Facebook, I posted some really old footage of him, when we were back in our 20s and shit. And like, I still root for him when I watch that video, just like I do today. You know what I mean? Yeah. That man deserves stardom, like not in a
underrated,
not in a stupid, retarded like I'm gonna be Justin Bieber and drive my Lamborghini high for no sake. I'm talking the man should be fucking worshipped as a musician.
I don't want to fanboy too hard.
And Jason Stepp, by the way. Let's give credit to some Jason and the rest of the band.
No, I'm just
Todd
saying.
Is awesome, but the band, everybody, they're just so good.
They should be considered for me. Like they're right there with like Every Time I Die, and
they are. Yeah.
And if anybody knows me personally, they know that Every Time I Die is where it starts and it starts and ends with me.
Yeah, that's
like that is my fucking shit.
Yeah,
Every Time I Die is my shit.
Yeah, I would.
And I want to I'm right like when I'm like taking breaks from Every Time I Die, I'm listening to Todd Smith.
Yes.
So that's a really cool thing to me because I feel like it's the same kind of witty, fucked up, satirical, like banter, tongue cheek lyrics. I'm a big lyrics guy,
right?
And I really like Todd's lyrics, and I like Keith, just like I like Keith Buckley's.
Yeah.
It's like 21st century, end of the world rock and roll.
Yes.
That's what I'm looking for, and it's like a weird carnival explosion with Polka Dot and Dog Fashion Disco, and it's fucking awesome for what it is.
And like you said,
it's
lyrically, it's so expressive because these are guys, and I'd put Neil Fallon in this bracket as well with Clutch.
Oh hell yeah!
These guys write lyrics from a point of view that, even as a lyricist myself, like I'm just astounded at the way these guys can craft words and sounds in a way that just
Neil Fallon was like hick rapping amazing. In his early career, and it was awesome.
Yeah, well,
like, I love like the Clutch self-titled, or like you listen to like Shogun named Marcus. Oh, come on,
motherfucker! Come on, motherfucker! Let's throw down.
Yeah,
just rear your
hillbilly beer drinking,
put it on a platter.
Drug using.
Fucking A.
It was a cool. I don't know.
Neil's a cool fuck. I can say I've had the privilege of becoming somewhat friends with that fella as well. I'm doing a painting for him now, as a matter of fact. And Neil is just
if anybody from Clutch ever hears this, if anybody from Clutch ever hears this, I just want you to know that I used to be a manager of an FYE, which is a big music store, and I used to play from Beale Street to Oblivion and Blast Iron all the time, and I probably sold more CDs of yours than any of the other ones combined. Like any of the other like stuff I sold combined. I mean, I would sell some Tool here and there, or some of the other weird stuff. But if I put Clutch on, like people would stop out in the middle of the mall, look in the store. I'm like, you don't play that.
Yeah.
And I want Clutch to know if they ever hear this. I was not supposed to play that.
But he did anyway.
I did it anyway because it was so fucking good.
And he sold a lot of fucking albums.
Hell yeah.
Guys.
I loved it though because I was just like, you don't know who Clutch is? Motherfucker, you lived under a rock. They've been around forever.
Shit, when my lady was out shopping for bras, whatever the fuck she was looking for, I just hang out in FYE and talk to you about Clutch for like an hour. Or DFD, or Clutch, or fucking Queens of the Stone Age. We talk about all kinds of great bands like that, you know?
Yep.
Just the good. That's when you sold me that fucking Scars on Broadway album, which I worship, you know? I just...
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so good.
That honestly, as far as the retail environment goes, working in a record store was probably the most fun I ever had at certain points. I had a district manager that was there 3 days a week, and my life was a fucking nightmare because of that. But when he wasn't there, and I got to just like talk to people about like movie recommendations or different bands or stuff people might be into, or show them different posters and cool art shit, that was fun as hell. When I could put, like, I remember this lady and her son came in. They seemed pretty progressive and they were into cool shit. So I gave them the Boondock Saints. They came back a week later, like, oh, fucking thank you. This movie was amazing.
Yep.
Like, what else do you recommend? And it was, like,
Sorry,
taking my word for it. It's cool to be known as that guy.
Damn that nagging cough. Just never seen it.
Yeah.
Go away.
Take a sip of your drink.
Working on it. We love you guys. Thanks for being our listeners. I say thanks for being Cody's listener. Thanks for having
both
me
of
be a part
ours.
of
He's a part of this.
This
Don't let him be
debauchery. I
self-deprecating.
love it. I've done some pretty outlandish shit, and
I'm going on record and saying it now. By the way, Nick
This is
Stock,
fun.
if you're there, we're doing a podcast from there.
Oh yeah, we decided on that tonight.
Yeah, we're doing that. I don't know when we're gonna do it, and I don't think we're gonna announce exactly what time we're gonna do it at Nick Stock. But I think if you're walking by and you catch us doing it, you'll recognize it.
Impromptu, yeah.
I don't know how long it'll be, but
Sorry. Yeah, we were imagining scenarios today, like, you know, whatever time we decide upon, you know, just all impromptu. Bust out we're hopefully going to have our buddy Ash with us, and we're just going to bust out the AV gear and just start rolling. And at Nick Stock, you know, we were, like, making up these funny scenarios where, you know, you got the guys that are just going to walk by, grab the mic and be like, woo, fucking Nick Stock! I'm so fucked up on drugs, I can't believe it! You know, it's going to be fucking great.
you know what I hope really happens is I'm tripped out on something. I'm not advocating anything. I don't know what you're all talking about.
I'm advocating if you're of age. I'm advocating.
No, listen, okay. But, like, just whatever. You're on whatever. And if we get, like, a big crowd of people, like, sitting around us just listening, I'm going to trip the fuck out because I'm going to feel like a cult leader.
Hey, kids, want to hear a little story? One motherfucker, two motherfuckers, three motherfuckers. I can hear it now. We'll be just boned.
I already had that going for me at last night. I was sitting in a camping chair, like 5 people around me, and I was, like, smoking crazy shit, just talking life and...
Yep.
Like,
By the way, MSI reference for anybody that loves mindless self-indulgence. Another great one. Sorry, I am a plug.
I love the
I love plugging stuff,
it's
though, man. I
cyberpunk.
can't help it.
Yeah,
The
it's
shit
fun.
we love, it's fun to talk about it.
Yes, it
Mindless
is.
self-indulgence rocks.
Fuck yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I like my own stuff.
Witness, I wake up to that just so I don't kill myself some mornings. Don't need a witness to my life. Yeah, thanks for saving me. If Jimmy Urin's listening, by any chance, by the way, I got a chance to hang with those guys once. That was crazy. Mindless self-indulgence. If you guys ever listen to this shit, you probably saved me from... let's just put it this way. This is the end.
No, you would. If my self-indulgence is listening, you were the soundtrack to a lot of weird fucking nights I navigated. Like, if I didn't have your music bumping in the background, I probably would have made some poorer choices.
Well, I dare say, without putting the blame on them, they certainly helped me justify a lot of great nights.
Yeah.
Without guilt.
Exactly.
Mindless self-indulgence for a reason. It's a great title for a great band with a great message.
We're going to hell, if there is a hell.
There's not.
I know, but...
And if it is, we're right here, so...
Fuck it. But
I'm having a good time.
Would that mean we can transcend hell?
Yeah.
Oh.
I am God, dude. I'm in control of my own fucking universe. Are you kidding me? Why should I think otherwise?
I'm the director of my own movie, thank you very much.
Exactly. Shakespeare, bitches.
I'm gonna go out just like I came in, kicking and screaming, fuckers. Not really. I'll probably go out peacefully, tripped out on drugs. If I know when I'm gonna die, I'm loading up on psychedelics.
That's how my dad went. Well, not psychedelic. Well, whatever. I'm not gonna get into details, but and not to be morbid, it's a fun story.
Yeah.
Like my dad went out the cool way. Like he definitely took the slippery drug slope into hospital bed into his abyss, or not abyss, excuse me, bliss is what I meant to say. And you know what, I dare say that that's an admirable thing. It was peaceful and rocking, and I can only hope the same for myself, because, you know, fucking hey, take a morphine trip out of here.
Heroin's for.
DMT.
That's what heroin's for.
This episode is brought to you by DMT. I wish we. Oh, sorry. The sponsorship.
Yeah.
Sorry,
DMT, the elusive one, the Holy Grail.
Oh my God. I just have to not comment.
Fuck being in a small town. Selection is trash here.
Cody will talk about DMT and I'll just smile. Ready? Go. No, just kidding.
DMT. God damn it. I'm all about experiences, people. And DMT is on that fucking list. I'm sorry. Alright, I don't know. We good?
We're good.
All right.
These guys
good.
have no idea what we're talking about. I'm like,
well,
I don't have any idea what you're talking about. What do they know?
Yeah,
wow.
that just shows the fucking realness of
Yeah,
what's
this
transpiring right now.
Yeah, it doesn't get more real than this. We're just like we said.
I'm not faking this on any level. I don't give a fuck.
Audacious.
I might sound retarded to most people. I might use too many slurs or talk differently, but it's all because of my mood, where I'm at, my energy level. Substances are in my system. We won't go into detail, but I'm not doing nothing illegal or immoral. Don't worry about that. But then again,
do you know why you can
but then
say
again,
that?
isn't
Because
morals?
What's the definition of illegal
Isn't
or
morals
immoral?
Subjective and personal? And my definition of it could be completely fucked compared to yours.
I wish I had a little beeper that I could go yes, 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 and just press the button for everything I agreed with.
Yeah, ding,
yes, ding,
point.
And so far this podcast, Cody's racked up 1,000 points in actual poignant fucking points of view. Just
but that's what I mean. Is like, I know I'm not the
record.
only one saying it, and all I want to do is connect with other people that are, because I'm tired of being surrounded by shit that says otherwise.
Ding. I had to do it.
That was good, dude.
Good.
That was good. No, listen, that's the truth. That's really the truth. Why am I so bold as to speak out and say that I can't take it? I can't take normal shit. Normality is fucked. Normality is a lie. Normality would be something you would aspire to. Normality would be a brainwashing condition that would keep you from fucking having access to multiple perspectives, allowing you to navigate situations differently, and maybe not be such a statistically planned result.
Motherfucking ding. I was holding back for that one. That was a good one. Yeah, fucking people, wake up.
Spiral.
Wake the fuck up.
Spiral the fuck out.
Yeah.
Think laterally.
Yeah.
Encompass all of it. It all has its place.
Us. And take it from us. We're not even that smart, and we're figuring out how to do this shit. And I'm not saying that in a
that's why I was such so,
holy shit, if I could figure it out from my position,
my life,
it's not that hard.
You want to talk about saving my life? When I heard Doug Stanhope say, I heard Doug Stanhope say, I feel like I'm one of the smartest people, and I don't consider myself that fucking smart, and that terrifies me. I was I was like, oh my god, I'm not crazy.
Yeah,
but maybe I am crazy, and we're just the same kind of crazy. But you know what I mean? It definitely helped.
No doubt.
You hear that, and you're like, oh my. Thank God that somebody is out there saying that, because if I hadn't found that, God knows where the fuck I'd be.
Here's another one.
Not that I believe in
Bill
God.
Hicks, for example, another great comedian that unfortunately we have lost and we, miss dearly. But Bill Hicks, I mean, I know,
I could have took mushrooms and talked to Bill Hicks for a couple hours, my life would be complete. Same with Terrence McKenna. There's a couple of them.
Bill Hicks and a couple other fun guys.
A couple other fun guys.
Just a couple other fun guys.
A
couple bags of fun guys.
Yeah, whatever, guys.
We have a bag of fun guys delivered to the hotel, please. When we say fun guys, we're not talking about male strippers, folks.
Laugh at the fractal nature of existence.
Mm-hmm.
When I heard some of, the one punchline about a young man on acid, you today realize, it's philosophy.
I first heard it through Tool.
Yeah, it's eloquent though. Yeah. It's philosophy.
It is. It's so good.
Stand-up comedy has the potential to be the performing philosopher, so to speak.
The jester outsmarts the king.
Yeah.
Almost.
He who laughs at everything kind of gets it.
Yeah.
It's all fucking joke.
Yes.
We're all 2 steps away from being the Heath Ledger Joker, people.
And it's not an ignorance is bliss. It's more of a knowing is bliss.
Yeah.
Instead of ignorance is bliss, it's really finding out and then manipulating it for your benefit is bliss. That's what I'd rather go with. Fuck the ignorant is bliss. I'd like to tap in is bliss. Or it's so weird because then I like to say to people, no, it's more like drop out, tune in, if you get what I mean. It's a hard thing to explain to some people, but it's okay.
I want to meet new people and do weird things that create a betterment for the environment around it, sociologically and physically.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree with that more.
And
I think that's
that
most
transcends to all other
goal.
levels, whether it be small conversation or me doing whatever creative project or me meeting a woman or me hanging out in a bigger crowd setting or whatever. Yeah. Transcends to all of it. You can do it. I've been preaching that every fucking podcast I bring it up. You can take over your fucking atmosphere. You can take over a fucking social dynamic if you're strong and if you have a strong enough cool personality. If it's undeniable that you attract people to you because they like you because of how you are and you're fun, you will trump any cocksucker in the crowd because the crowd is on your side. It's very easy logic. It's like going into a bar and finding the baddest motherfucker in there and having a beer and like making that dude laugh, and then he thinks you're funny and you're cool, and guess what? Somebody wants to come up and fuck with you. It's like they get waved off mafia style, bitch.
Yep.
I've had that happen in my life, but that's just because I'm an amicable. I can't even talk. Affable. There's that one. I'm accessible.
Yeah.
I'm a happy drunk. If I'm drunk, I don't get depressed or all like hanging on you. I'm just like, hey, what's up? Da, 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 da. Yeah. You're like, hey, Cody, let's go do this. I'm like, okay, let's go do this. I'm so like little kid happy-esque. I let go, people. That's the point. Is I know that like indulge in the moment, and if people feed on that and then they submit to your style of. I've hung out in bigger, like 10, 12 people say partying in a place one night, and like we're all in the same shit, and I get up and start talking. I got the room like a preacher sometimes. That's happened to me. That's a weird dynamic. Then you realize how people start cults.
Teenage rebellion repeating itself throughout history is not a really hard thing to just see. A repeated fashion of teenage rebellion. And do you know, in my perhaps beliefs, that like insanity, we are continuing to produce insane teenagers. Do you know why? Because we're raising our children inside of an insane system. Mm-hmm. So how the fuck would you expect me to raise my son with all my fucking... Oh, you're going the kid kick again.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all fucking kids.
Everything that seems like it would be the right thing to do for some reason feels like it's the wrong thing to do.
Right. And then therefore you
naturally resist the right thing to do.
Right.
Because you've been conditioned
You've been conditioned otherwise. And it's a sad thing. And I'm doing tooth and nail to keep my son as free thinking as I can. Because... I don't want him to get caught in that fucking trap of.
It took us to like the 50s to figure out that you need to hold babies or they die.
Yeah.
We kind of have a cold
thought the planet was
societal
flat.
background. America's cold-hearted. America's ruthless. Why we were founded by ruthless people with fucking balls kind of shit. We're like founded by like outlaws. Let's be real.
And we're trapped in old ways
by
killers. People with old money.
Military soldiers and
outlaws.
Old
money.
Yeah, and old money.
Old money. We're under the
Let's
trap.
reinvest into a new fucking nation and create.
But it's gonna change. Yeah, let's switch to the positive. We're changing it for the better. We are. Yeah. We're a community now, and as we've said on other podcasts, until they shut this motherfucker down or just come black bag yourself and you're gone.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep on saying, yo, it's a system, it's fucked, and it needs to be it needs to be torn down and rebuilt from the bottom up. I respect what. No, I don't. It's a fucking lie. I with great regard, disrespect American history in many, many ways.
I believe none of it.
And I think by looking at it, just simply looking at it for a moment, I don't understand why people aren't making a change in the way we think about being American. Why the fuck can't the average American get their head out of their ass?
I want to clarify, by none of it, I mean the context of the story. I believe in factual events that happened But who's to say what reasons, what conflicts really happen for?
Well, history's written by the fucking winners. We know that. I know. I'm not under the delusion of that, but I'm saying we're actually teaching our children the atrocities of America.
About that supercomputer that's going to tell us the
and yet
fucking
we're putting out
objective
Americans that are like full of self-U.S. pride, and yet we teach our own horrific past, and yet somehow we just write it off like, yeah, but that was then.
Yeah, I'm on a team.
Yeah, you know, we're part of the moving forward.
I'm on team
you're
people.
not. You're part of learning about a bunch of shit that we did
Rogan
fucked up,
shout-out.
and we're not doing a whole lot to really tear down the system that's failed us. We're trying, but damn, it's hard. Because some motherfuckers got some power, right? I mean, really.
Yeah.
Not to get all spooky about shit, Black Ops and CIA shit, but it's real, right?
If they ever black
I mean,
bag me, I'm
it's
gonna
real.
I'm gonna beg them for this. I'm just gonna say, okay, if you're gonna just put me in a hole somewhere, can you just put me on like heroin style drugs and put me in a mental place so I can just spend the rest of my days high as fuck? And
Yeah, that
can't,
goes
like
for me,
drooling.
too.
Like that, I'll take that if that's what's coming.
Yeah, if I'm
So
that
if
much
you're-
of a threat.
So if you're a
please.
government agency, that's my request. If you do come for me and you want to get rid of me, just do that.
Ditto.
Do the paperwork and make it look like I'm crazy. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just give me the good shit. Come
In
on.
fact, you know what? Fuck it. I'll go out on a limb here. I could use a vacation. So if you're on the NSA or something listening into this, just to try to see if there's terrorists among us, yeah, I'll take a lithium vacation for the rest of my life. Why not? Fuck it. I know
If I had to
nothing.
choose, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that or death. I mean,
Yes.
you know.
Sorry, Mark.
Just saying.
He knows what I mean. Like, oh God, Shauna's family. Oh, I shouldn't have said her name. Yeah, what can you do?
We could put.
I've been so good about
people
leaving
there,
names
but
out.
We don't have to.
I've been no, we're not gonna.
That's why. It's
But I've been
Slander
so good about
podcast.
leaving names out of stuff.
Yeah.
I try to respect people's boundaries. And,
Yeah.
You know, because it's just rude.
Well,
This is anything but a fucking gossip session
no.
like that.
But for
anyway.
those who don't know, Cody really, like, maybe through Facebook and stuff, it's looked like I've kind of pumped Cody in a direction. But in all reality, like, to be honest with you folks, this process has really relaxed me as far as, like, interviews and shit. Because throughout my fucking, what you want to call a career or whatever, I've really always been skittish of, like, radio. I've always passed it on to the guitarist or the bassist or somebody else to do the talking, because I usually feel like a douche afterwards. But what Slander's done for me is, like, I can kick back with my boy now and be like, yeah, and you know what? I might not fucking say the right thing all the time, but I'm not anybody's fucking role model. Never claimed to be. Only one person is that, and that's all I gotta fucking keep to that.
We'll
So
put
I'll-
it this way, people.
I'll digress.
We'll put it
folks.
this way, people. If certain things become locked down, I'm gonna be able to look at Brad and be like, just because we flipped the microphone on one day to fuck around, because I've been talking about doing it forever, some crazy shit. We just got involved in
Yeah.
a part of some
Yeah.
like, I don't know, really cool, relevant, meeting cool people kind of thing.
Absolutely. It's crazy. You
We're
wanna
flirting
say
with
stuff,
fucking
don't you?
crazy
Yes.
shit, dude.
Back to the other stories at hand. What else can we talk about other than the stuff we're
Danger
not supposed to
Zone.
talk about?
Sorry, I've been watching Archer.
That's alright. It's fun.
Danger Zone.
Danger Zone makes me think of Top Gun.
That's what it is. It's Kenny Loggins. Like,
Alright.
I literally just watched an episode of Archer.
Oh my god.
Kenny
Should we
Loggins
tag
on
Kenny
it.
Loggins in this podcast now? That'd be funny.
What? I don't have any beef with Kenny Loggins.
No, but some poor old lady Googling for Kenny Loggins and your fucking Slander podcast comes up via tag. Hey!
He's
how you
mentioned
doing,
briefly
Grandma?
for
Sorry,
10
this
seconds, about
Over-
40 minutes in.
How's the song go? Eye of the Tiger. Oh, sorry, wrong song.
Sorry, I did watch Rocky a little while ago. Watched a couple of them. It's been a while.
It's inspiring shit, man.
I don't know. I grew up watching Soft Spot. I've said it on this podcast before.
Yeah, I
Soft
know.
Spot for it.
It's good, though.
I know it's not like fucking fine filmmaking, but I've seen some really good movies lately. By the way,
Look,
some really good fucking movies.
We've said this before too. Being a fucking human being is not easy. Bottom line, I don't care how you're born into, what you're born into. Living is work, and we've expressed that on this before. With that being said, I fucking totally lost my point, but it was relevant to what you were talking about a second ago.
No, it's work, but it's not work. I mean, the paradigm in which you exist right now is a scam. It's a game, It's rigged. And if you realize this, you have a couple options. And they're more broad than what you might think initially. At first reaction, you think either blind accept it or you're going to revolt and fight the system, right? Well, you can also learn how to exploit certain parts of the system and just have fun and not really step on toes and do your thing. Mm-hmm. And that's what a lot of people figure out and they have fun with, and it's not really talked about, and that's really what we're doing when we're in the entertainment business, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right.
But there's something to be said about people's need to go somewhere and laugh.
Yeah. And you know, I think there's something more to even be said about that is, like for me, I almost see like a glimmer in the eyes of guys like Kevin Spacey likes to say, because these are first to come to mind. Because I just was watching some stuff on him, and I've always been a fanboy of Kevin Spacey. And, but there's like a glimmer to his eye, and I know you watch his show House of Cards and stuff.
Fucking love that show.
But anyway, it's almost like an inner...
Can't help it. It's so fucking good.
It's like they're part of a club, a knowingness, if you will. And I could go on with a list of other people that know, but you can almost see it in their eyes, what you just talked about. They know that. They're in control of their own destiny. They've come to the water. They're drinking off the water. They're reinvesting in said water. And I'm speaking metaphorically about life. But, like, I see it in guys like Kevin Spacey or other great, like again, back to even, like, you know, our boys in DFT and, I mean, all the years that have gone by of overcoming things. And it's a realization.
And the thing is, we don't
even... It's a realization, just let it roll. Do it then. Don't just talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's do a DFT album again. Let's, you know, and then they do it, and then it's real. And now they've raised, what did you say?
Over 60,000.
It's a crazy amount of money for a band like that. They fucking deserve it. Finally, it's like a real good for you.
Good
finally,
for you guys.
Some fucking
make a badass fucking album. I know you will.
Yeah, and you're not a slave
that
to a
album is
label
probably gonna
or
be
any of
so
that
over
shit.
the top epic.
They're not a slave to a label
that
anymore.
Mindless Self-Indulgence album you're so fucking hooked on lately.
Yeah.
That one was crowdfunded too, so they went hard as fuck on it.
Fuck.
They got some good songs on it because it was like they wanted to fucking make sure they deliver. You know what I mean?
I thought I was listening to MSI earlier today, and I was listening to the lyrics intently, and I was really thinking about that. I'm like, you can tell these guys broke off a major label because some of the stuff Jimmy Urin's singing about on there is so honest that it's like, to maybe some common industry ears would be like, what the fuck's he even talking about? I don't even get this music. But to guys like us, we hear the lyrics of Mindless Self-Indulgence or the lyrics of Todd Smith, and it makes fucking sense to us. And like you said earlier, makes us feel a little less fucking psychotic because it's like, wow, Todd Smith is a person I would aspire to be, and he's crazy as I am. He's a fucking nut, you know?
Groups of like-minded people are dangerous.
Watch
Remember
out.
that.
We're coming after you. Not you. If you're on our team, that is.
There's so many groups of people that are not that different that could get along, and now because of the internet and interconnectivity on a level never before thought of, I can be personable and talk politely to somebody from fucking across the country or the world. Or, I mean, I played Xbox Live for years. I got friends in cities that I've never met.
Right.
That, like, if I came through, I probably could hang out with them still to this day.
Yeah, I got some good gaming memories.
That's what I mean. Like, people I've had long conversations with them. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes that was better. You know, you come home at night and you want to have a beer, but like you're sitting in your house alone. I threw that headset on and I bullshit with someone that's my own age, and like you just bullshit about the day. It's like me and you sitting here bullshitting. That is fucking awesome. I'm so glad that I live in the time where I can do that. Yeah. And I do miss being on there, but I'm on to other things and working on shit. Yeah. I should probably reach out to some of those little guys and be like, yo, check my shit out on them doing all that shit. I was talking about doing like radio, music, crazy shit way back when. Yep. Always been a writer. Yeah. Always been doing shit.
Oh God, it was blatantly written all over your face the moment I think I, met you. I was just like, some fucking weird intuition.
It's fucking hungry. That's what
this
it was.
fucking dude's gonna be some kind of fucking star, you know? It's fucking
Sink
crazy.
my teeth into.
Yeah, you could see the hunger. It definitely existed in your gleam. But it's just fucking crazy.
I will never I want to work myself to a position where I never have to wear a fucking name tag again.
Yeah, amen, bro.
And I can live my goddamn life finally.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, I feel free. I don't necessarily feel free yet. I am free, but I'm not. Because I'm constrained by certain fucking aspects of the system that are holding me back. And I need to transcend that.
In the whole thing...
AKA, I need capital.
Yeah. But the whole thing, the best part in my eyes, is that it's all built upon a framework of connectivity with people that we actually give a fuck.
I want to contribute something for the exchange.
Yes.
I want to, you know what I mean, give something useful and tangible.
Everyone's getting a piece of the pie.
And fuckers, you know what I mean, like we all contribute and coexist.
Exactly.
It's easy.
You know, look at...
Just want to surround myself with the right network of people, which is, it could be anybody. If you're fucking cool, I'm talking to you. It's as simple as that. That's how easy it is, people. Just don't be a douche, and if you meet somebody cool, real recognizes real. A real motherfucker will recognize a real motherfucker. Like, you know, you'll see it's phrased a million different ways, from like, you know, black comic slang, like, you know, kind of how Cat Williams will do it, to like how Joe Rogan's like, don't be a weak bitch. There's this thing, like, where real motherfuckers recognize real motherfuckers.
Well,
and it has no gender or racial or no bias at all.
No,
real recognizes real, because I have met people from all walks of life, all types, shapes, sizes, colors, and if you're a real motherfucker and they're a real motherfucker, you will get along.
Yeah.
Like, douches recognize, like, you mean they don't want to... Smart people recognize that just cunts in the world, and you gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the bullshit that you're that you're taught.
And that's what we've talked about in the last couple of podcasts too. You turn it from cynicism into sarcasm, and you're just better off.
Yeah, for real.
Because dark cynicism can get really dangerous, because you don't want to foster a dark scenario. Quite the contrary.
Yeah, you can manifest some ugly fucking shit.
Yeah, you can manifest ugliness. Instead, to have a laugh, and you might manifest. And with that being said, I think I'm legally okay to say at least the following. Again, with like what you're doing here with Slander, it's been a really short period of time. You're just getting your legs underneath you, and you've already been invited out of town. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
On an invited other show.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna go any further into detail, but it's a pretty, it's a major city. It's not Elmira. It's a major city.
Goddamn right. It's the biggest. There's the biggest emphasis. It's not Elmira.
Right, but I'll tell you this much: it's a bigger city, and it's an official invite to come out, and I gotta salute you on that, my friend. That in a mere matter of time, you just put this energy into this Slander, and watching it grow, and be invited to other shows, and now having some really special guests coming up. It's just fucking, it sounds so Hallmark, but I don't fucking care. You're my bro. And I couldn't be more fucking proud as a fellow, like, creative person. It's just awesome.
Well,
it's awe-inspiring.
Didn't want to be the preachy smart guy when everybody's fucked up for the rest of my life. Like when we're all fucked up, and we're talking crazy shit. I don't want to just be that. I don't want that to end there. I'd rather fucking talk about stuff. A lot of times in real life, I have to unplug from conversations and sit back and just like take a ear beating.
Of course.
Most people, you can't really talk to them. It sucks. And I sit back and I'm polite and I take it. And honestly, my mind is going a million miles an hour around how simplistic this conversation is, what I'm doing in my life, the present moment, being hyper aware of everything.
Right.
Yes. So if I suffer from anything, it's being hyper aware of every little fucking moment. But I've come to peace with that over the years. I've learned how to unplug.
Yeah.
And like just let it ride. But then there's times where I can turn it on and it's kind of like I need to. Yeah. Because I need to like fill the lack of stimulus in my present situation, because what's the person I'm talking to or what's happening in front of me is so gross or just hollow and not real. It's just, oh my God.
Well, sadly, I think what you're talking about is the actual process, which has unfortunately been deemed manic depressive, and I think it's unfortunate because I think what you just expressed is the human process. We exert a certain amount of energy, and we give it all we got, and we trudge through, and we put in, And then we take time and we rest, and we're supposed to. And that lends back to that one Facebook thing you shared about the fact that we're not supposed, we're according to like what I'd look at us as a biological species, we're really not supposed to be operating on the current like recommended cycle, you know? And what I'm saying is it makes people look manic depressive when they're trying to do fun stuff.
Well, what
like
I feel like it is it's like I never put the brakes on any style of thinking. Like I have just let it go wild.
Well, I know that.
Like I never even when I didn't like it, even when it fucked with everything that I perceived as reality, I kept pushing. Yes. I kept spiraling out and like taking it in. And as infuriating as certain moments were and so hard to get over, they passed.
Yeah, man.
And then I got the context, and it was like I was just overthinking it.
Absolutely.
And it was such a like mental anguish thing to go through.
Yep.
You know, but I got through it, and it wasn't like awful, but well, I mean, it was and it wasn't. You know, it just if you feel out of your fucking mind, it's stuck, and it's like this anxiety. You want to move, you don't know what to do with yourself, and you know, and you just what do you do with that?
Yeah.
And that comes out of you, and it's gonna come out in certain ways.
Yeah.
You know, and it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
You do stupid fucking things when you don't have an outlet for that. You really do, and that's what fucks you up. And you don't realize it, and it's just because you're not studying the mechanics of how you operate and how to make your life not suck ass. Well, so you know, you just gotta really know yourself. You just gotta know what gives you anxiety, what fucks with you, what makes your teeth fucking great, and just you know, don't buy those ingredients so you can make that dish, so to speak. Just try it, and it's still gonna get to you, but you know, and just what you're doing is you're at least giving yourself better odds of having a better experience in the present moment.
Absolutely.
Versus just taking no accountability.
Yeah.
Feeling like you're a victim all the time because we're in the victimization era.
Yeah. Well, listen, bro. I've been heard. Excuse me. Let me try all this over. I've been known to say that had I not been born with cerebral palsy and wheelchair bound, perhaps my art, my music, my stuff that I do that I'm known for now wouldn't have manifested the way it had, because and the reason I only bring it up is that, so the point you were getting at is, regardless of the deck you start with, it's what the fuck you do with that deck. And I know many people have said it in many different ways, and it's been there, done that.
And it really what it
but
is
I am
you
proof
can't,
in the pudding. We are both proof in the pudding.
What fucks us up the most as people is you really don't gain control of your life until you're like 5 bajillion moves in.
Don't let your fear
you
hold
just
you
realize
back.
that the first 20 some years was like a whole mind fuck.
Yeah, and then you have
either you snap out of it or you plug in.
You might
to
as well
society.
have good memories.
One or the other. You either fucking boom.
Yeah.
And like when you snap from it, you can either go down in a life of crime, die in a gutter, become creative, or like there's a million different outcomes.
I worried the fuck out of my parents. Now as a parent, I understand.
My parents
I have had to put them through. I toured the country. I did a lot of really crazy things that I made very apparent to them because I never hid shit from my folks because we had a liberal environment. But the point being, like, now that I look back, as a parent now, no, let me finish, please.
Okay.
I was borderline fucking reckless abandonment. Yeah. But I will tell you what, as I sit here today, nearing middle age or whatever the fuck you want to call it, had I not had the fucking balls to just fucking go. And although it scared the shit out of my folks, it scared all my relatives. What the fuck is Brad doing? Oh my god, he's touring the country, he's doing all kinds of drugs, he's drinking, he's fucking hanging out with the wrong people. But guess what? I'm sitting here telling some badass stories now. And I'm alive. I didn't die. Guess what, folks? You're not gonna die. Give it a try. That should be my new shirt. You might not die. Give it a try.
I know. Sorry.
Sorry
Yeah,
to sound preachy, but goddamn
no,
it, it's not at
listen.
you. It's at the whatever.
No, I know. Listen, my family thinks I'm crazy as shit. Like, I might as well be speaking a foreign language when I give them my my rational thoughts.
Your
They just,
repertoire,
it's
so to
like it's
speak.
just like does not compute. Your story cannot be valid because like my narrative of my family dynamic severely challenges their entire belief system as what they perceive life to be, and it's not their fault. And it's not my fault.
I think
I'm just I'm that that's my role in that family, and that's fine.
as far as co-hosting the show goes, I think it's kind of interesting that we came from two completely different fucking backgrounds, really, in many, many regards.
Yeah.
As far as like a lot of the deep-seated shit, but yet here we are.
I come from a long history
But
of being told I'm full of shit.
Right, but great segue, by the way.
Yeah.
I was gonna actually say, but here we sit, a couple of turds,
Yeah.
just bullshitting on this thing, making
Yeah.
friends, moving
Exactly.
around, moving some numbers, having some fun. And all we are is still this, but we come from two different complete backgrounds, and it's interesting that we squeezed out the way we did. You know what I mean? A couple of fucking freakazoids.
We shat this into existence.
We are the shat before you. Can you smell our shatness, Shatner?
We're coming on like a coffee shit.
Yeah, you can tell
It's gonna be
late.
painful. You're gonna sweat, and it's probably gonna be a lot of liquid involved.
I'm starting to make Star Trek references. It must be getting late.
Whatever.
Hey,
man.
Data, go get me some fucking coffee, you
Alright.
fucking droid.
Oh, just for reference in this podcast, by the way, the one where I went off on the girl, I was contacted and she did apologize to me, which I think is funny.
I can attest to that. I saw the text myself. She did.
She tried calling, I
apologized.
didn't answer, but I did send her one back saying, "Listen, it's fine. I'm sorry shit got out of hand. Whatever.
You're a
but I'm
nice
letting
guy.
it die. It's done."
You're a nice guy, Cody.
No,
No matter even if you don't think so.
I'm
You
not
know,
a nice guy. I'm selfish.
I know, but I think you're a nice guy. You can argue all day. Fucking prick.
No, I'm selfish. I just don't fucking want the problem. It's a simple rationale.
I know that.
It's like
awesome.
It's like I don't need this fucking annoyance in my life.
Yeah, and you deal with it appropriately so it makes it as quick and painless as possible. And let's face it, folks, when it comes down to deep philosophy, that's really what we're chasing after. When I refer to sweet nectar in my upcoming column in the college paper, that sweet nectar is what we're discussing right now. The ability to take life as we know it, comprehend it on a level deeper than never before, and manipulate it in such a way that benefits our, guess what? Happiness. Oh my God, did I dare say it? The
Listen,
goal
man,
of
I'm
life
like-
is to be
I'm like-
happy.
I'm like a-
Oh my God, that's taboo,
I'm
isn't
like a
it?
fucking
I think they
bug
made that an
zapper for
outlaw.
crazies. They're fucking flock to me,
Fun is a sin.
and then I gotta fucking navigate some weird fucking situation and conversation and back and forth with them.
Mhm.
And I forever leave them changed. I swear to God. So I've had some crazy shit thrown my way, and it's just like, you know what? I'm gonna take this approach because it's like nobody ever does that, and I don't feel like doing it half the time, and it's a pain in the fucking ass. And I gotta be patient because I already know how this fucking person's gonna react 30 moves from now because they're so fucking cliched and predictable. But like, and I sound like an asshole talking like
I was
that.
just gonna say you sound
But-
so pretentious, but I can't say that because I agree. So that makes me pretentious by proxy. So we're both pretentious.
I'm
or
not, but the
we're
thing
part
is,
of
it's like
something
I'm
that's
not
different. I don't
talking shit
understand.
either. It's just the way it is.
It's the way it is, right?
Yeah, like
It
it's
is
really
what
the way it
is.
goes, and
Yeah, it is.
and anybody like that
It's
deals with
called
bullshit,
tolerance.
and you kind of become aware of it, and you're like, fuck drama.
Yeah.
You get what I mean. Yeah, you're the kind of person I'm talking to.
Yeah.
You're the person that's realized, oh
Yeah.
man, wow, this is fucking stupid.
So if we start
Yeah,
sounding,
that- keep
then
running
you
with
get
that
it.
thought.
You got
Yeah.
it. We'll keep. We hope you continue to tune in because we're going to take it a step further and further and further down the rabbit hole here, and we're hoping that we collect this gathering like moths of like-minded freakoids, as I referred to us earlier. You know, because fucking hey, man. I mean, let's face it. There's a lot of us holed out somewhere right now, going absolutely ape shit over the fact that what they got born into is not quite what they thought it was going to be. And therefore, they're asking some big questions now. And they're starting to think to themselves, what next? What if? What this? And we're here to say, yo, fuck that, man.
By baseline,
Go for the goal.
by baseline definition, the fact that we give this reality any kind of story and like affirmation is by definition baseline insanity.
Of course.
For us to rationalize any of this function, insanity.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't dispute
We're
that.
a species that's just doing something.
Yep. Definitely.
It's creepy.
It is. I know.
Enjoy the random mathematical expression that you are, though.
Yeah.
You are the result of an
Don't get hung
insane
up on
fucking
scary.
statistical cocktail.
Yeah, don't
that
get
is
hung up
so
on that.
infinite in its fucking complexity.
So just enjoy the
So
ride.
yeah, no, you really are a
In the
marvel.
words of
You
Bill
are
Hicks.
fucking crazy. Like the fact that you exist is fucking crazy. It's not mundane. It's not pointless. No, it's actually quite the opposite. It's quite
interesting.
like holy, what the, like why, how, why, what the fuck, you know?
It's what's gonna keep us moving forward. Those hows, whys, and what the fucks.
Yeah, just.
And I'm glad to be a how, why, and what the fuck, and not a eyes covered, ears covered, mouth covered.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Yo, being all like fucking Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh
Oh my God.
is a cop out. It's a lazy way to live life
We
because
covered
you
that a little
fucking
bit before,
don't feel like trying.
Yeah.
And you know what? I get it. And maybe you tried a bunch of times and you got a right to be better, okay?
Yeah.
I know life does work out like that. And if my life does, I'll be there with you and I'll eat my fucking hat then. But
too.
until then, I'm waving the freak flag, doing my thing, not giving them the satisfaction.
Trying to
You
give
can
you a
all
little
fucking
push in the
blow
right
me
direction,
kind of thing.
You know?
It's not going down.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna play your game, so you're never gonna get the result you want with me.
Yeah. That
So
whole
neither
misery
of us
bus
is gonna
company
get what we
thing
want out of me.
is real.
Because if I can't get what I want out of me because of you, you're not gonna get what you want out of me because of me too.
Yeah.
So neither of us, Keith Buckley, are gonna get what we want out of me. I love that fucking quote from that song.
Another great fucking verse.
Just it's the way I'm looking at it. But I think we're good here because I gotta piss like a motherfucker.
And my coffee's empty.
Same
and
here.
I gotta be up for school in like 2 hours.
Yeah, we hit an hour. We're good. Fuck it. We went off about everything. I hope everybody's having fun listening. I hope you stay safe. Stay the fuck away from the police. Don't let no shit jam you up. As always, preaching safety. Because I really do give a fuck about you, sort of. You know, I wouldn't wish anything horrible on anyone. Like, why? Because I just believe in bad karma. And I'm rambling. Doesn't matter. Not really. But, you know.
Mad love, motherfuckers. Mad love.
If I was conventional, this wouldn't work. Till then, I don't know. Do some shrooms and see the aliens.